I just thought it's it's two games really. I mean, they're not the sort of games that people would think that I'd necessarily talk about, but Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. I've always loved Tony Hawk's games, and since that game came out, I've never wanted to play another Tony Hawk's game again. It's just really rubbish. I don't know whether it's because I got the PS2 version. It seems to me like the second PS3 came out, PS2 became obsolete, and they just made PS2 games crap so that you'd get a PS3, like they did with PS1 games when PS2 came out. But Proving Ground on PS2, oh, it was just a nightmare. It sucked so much. The same as Need for Speed Pro Street. I hated that game, probably because they moved it from open area tracks, getting chased by police and stuff, to rubbish, just in a track, following other cars with a green line on the ground, and then hitting a wall, because the handling was weird. But then they finally came out with Need for Speed Undercover, which is good, so I forgive them for that. But Tony Hawk still hasn't come out with another good game, has he? Nope, not yet. Actually, he's coming out with Skate, isn't he? No, wait, what's it called? Ride. Yeah, with the actual, um, you know, thing that you stand on that I'd probably break in a second. Anyway, that's enough talking about that. Mooney504, oh, he says, oh, he's just congratulated me. Thank you. Oh, that's nice. Thank you for saying that. SKX91 says, hello, man. Your new name, Mr. Awesome Pies. Your question is, what's your ultimate boss battle song? Mine would either be Meshuggah Sickening or Mudvayne Not Falling. What is yours? Mine, well, if you're talking about a good song that I would have as a boss battle song, I would probably say, oh no, what? Oh, see, every time I get asked a question, I just forget everything in the whole world. What is the song's name? It is, um, oh my god, this is so lame. It's a Coheed and Cambria song, and it's called In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3, because it's immense, basically. It's actually about the war in the Amory Wars in the book that he wrote, or the comic that he wrote. So it's actually about a war going on at that point. But I think the best boss battle music in the entire world is if you don't know what that is, that's Sonic the Hedgehog fighting Robotnik. Or Eggman, as they call him nowadays. Why would you call him Eggman? It's such a rubbish name! Go back to Robotnik, it's better. Spectrum of Colour says, congrats on the subs, thank you. My question is, if you could merge two games into one awesome mega horror fest, what would they be? It would be probably um, any of the Fatal Frame games mixed with Silent Hill, because if you mixed the sort of camera obscura taking pictures of ghosties with the sort of weird upside down rooms and like everything covered in rust and blood dripping from the walls and stuff that's in Silent Hill, I think you could make an immense, unimaginably scary game. I just think that would be amazing, to be honest. What would it be not found? How can it be not found? I just clicked on home page of YouTube and it says not found, 404 error. What is wrong with YouTube? It can't even find its home page anymore. Shield Maiden 3791 says, what's your favourite Silent Hill monster? Valtiel. He is amazing, with his little crawling about when you least expect it, and he's just there all the time. But you don't ever fight him or anything. He's just there as a kind of guardian or whatever. He's amazing, outrageously cool. Either that or it's no, what's his name? Leonard or Vincent? I forget. I get the two mixed up. The one that you fight in the sewers in Silent Hill 3, because the way he goes under the water and everything is really cool. XXX Lightning's one has been marked as spam and it's been removed. I don't know why. That kind of sucks. So whatever your question was, like you can send it to me in a personal message because it's been removed and I don't know why because I didn't do it. Jenna Louise XO says, "Hello Heartless, and I believe I have a question that I hope hasn't already been asked. Question: apart from survival horror, what is your favourite type of game? First-person shooters or RPGs? Or both, like, Fallout 3. But I've currently been playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines because I've been watching oh, see, I even forget her name, and I think I like all of her videos. Kitten Janae, she's got an LP of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and I've been watching that, and it just looks like a really snazzy game. So I've bought it, and I'm playing it, and then watching the bits I've done on her LP. So yeah, I like RPGs, and I like first-person shooters. So there you go, Jenna Louise. You're snazzy. Thanks for your question. Death from Above 9581 says, "Well, first I'd like to say congrats." Oh, thank you. And the question is, what age did you start playing video games? Really early. Like my granddad used to take me to the arcade when I was really little, and that's where I used to play Sonic the Hedgehog and the Simpsons game on the arcade games. I used to spend loads of money in that place. Oh, I miss my granddad. He was awesome. Right, let's see. Forests Now Fall says, who would win a fight and why? Bigfoot with a laser cannon and a sword, or Isaac from Dead Space? Obviously Isaac, because his technology is far superior. If Bigfoot has a laser cannon and a sword, then Isaac's gonna double that. He's gonna have a laser minigun that shoots nukes into Bigfoot's face. Plus, he's probably not clever enough to actually hold a laser cannon. He'd probably just run off because he's always hiding. Nobody's ever seen him. Or have they? No, they haven't. Or have they? No, they haven't. Or have they? They probably have. I don't know. That's hardcore. That's Miss Mackenzie. Awesome. What's the scariest part of a video game you've ever played? Probably. I know this is going to get really old because I keep saying Dead Space, but in Dead Space, when you walk through that door, and those stasis things run towards you at the speed of light, that scared the crap out of me. It was so scary. I can't believe it. If you don't know what I mean, like watch any Dead Space LP, not necessarily mine, but if you want to see me getting scared by it, go and watch the part of it where the stasis monsters come and run up to you. The Twitchers, I think they're called. Especially the bit where you go into a place where it's like really cold and everything's quite bright, and you walk down a corridor that's a dead end, and there's bunk beds on either side of it. When you turn around, one runs right up the corridor into your face. That scared the crap out of me. It actually made me out of breath because I was so scared. He's removed his comment and he's posted another one above. OX Genesis XO says, "Hey Heartless, love the LPs, thank you. If you had to pick what video game world from any one of your Let's Plays to be stuck in, and take a character from any game with you as your partner, who would your partner be and what game world would you pick?" I would take Edward Carnby because he's an absolute renegade and he's 100 years old, so he's got lots of experience. Either that or Isaac, because he's the best. And I would probably get stuck on, I don't know actually, because all of them are really horrible, aren't they? I'd probably get probably the spaceship Ishimura, from Dead Space again because uh, even though there's dead horribles on it, I don't know. I think ever since I've watched Red Dwarf, I've always wanted a whole spaceship or something to myself, just to run about the decks scavenging for anything that you can pick up. So probably that, because even though we are hurtling through space at light years a second, I mean, who cares? You're on a big spaceship.